Hi, hello, and welcome everyone to the Scott Norwood Show. Join us for the next few minutes as we take a look back at the week that was for the Ranger College baseball program and take a look forward at what lies ahead. I'm Tommy Wells, and I'll be your guide through the wonderful world of Ranger College baseball. So sit back and relax and enjoy. Make no mistake about it, the start of the 2019 season has been a good one for the Rangers. The team opened the season by winning each of its first 4 games, including a sweep of Southeast Community College in the season opener on February 1st. In Game 1 against Southeast, Ranger broke out the lumber early and often. Brandon Holdren and Tucker Burton east blasted home runs. Isaiah Ortega-Jones, catcher Angel Velez, and third baseman Alex Garcia all logged triples as Ranger got 13 hits and rolled to a 17-7 victory. Austin Smith, a freshman from Abilene, Texas, picked up the win for Ranger in Game 1. He went 3 1/3 innings and fanned 7 in his debut. In Game 2, it was the Jose Suero show. The hard-throwing Dominican star struck out 11 batters in 5 innings of work and led the team to an 8-1 win. The next day, Ranger continued its winning ways by taking a pair of victories over Mountain View College at Ellis Burks Field. Behind the pitching of Edward Colon, Ranger took Game 1 of that series by an 8-1 score. They came back to take the nightcap 6-3. Colton Nelson came in relief in Game 2 to notch the W. The China Springs product worked the final 1 1/3 innings without allowing a single base runner. Now we're joined here in studio by Ranger College head coach Scott Norwood. Coach Norwood, glad you could stop by and take some time out of your busy schedule and talk Ranger College baseball with us.
Glad to be here and look forward to a great season. So thanks for all you're doing for us.
Coach, you certainly had to be pleased with the way things went this opening weekend. You got 4 wins for the first time in what many people around here can remember is 4 wins to start a season is good.
Yeah, it's always nice to get off on a positive start. So the 4-0 mark is nice. There's a lot of things we need to still get better on and things we need to really improve. But yeah, I was pleased with the way we came out and swung the bat, run the bases, and we did things pretty well. There was a game in there that kind of got a little shaky, but that's normal early in the year and things that we look forward to fixing.
For most of us on the outside, this weekend was kind of some of the bigger stories I remember is the offensive production you guys had, and then the performance of Jose Suero there in Game 2 against Southeast.
Yeah, starting with Suero, that was a great performance. I think he gave us 5 innings and 11 strikeouts. He's a hard-throwing right-hander, very competitive, likes to compete, likes to be as dominant as he can in about everything he does. So it's someone we're looking forward to give us some great innings along the way. We feel very comfortable with him. He could even start or he can even close if we needed him to. And then, like you said, in the bats, I know we had a lot of guys with some different productions. I was pleased with, we had like 9 triples for the weekend, which are really hard to do. We had a lot of guys with different multiple, home runs and things like that. But we still got to get better. I think that's a few times we try to chase a few too many pitches, but they're learning, and that's what they're here to do is to get better.
And another thing, Coach, you had the triumphant return of Grant French to the mound. That had to be a pretty special story for you guys.
Yeah, Grant's a great kid. It's really tough coming off, Tommy John like he had, and to sit out a year like any of us, if you kind of lost something and the next time you get a chance to take care of it, he's really appreciative of everything he's got, and we look forward for him not only on the mound, but he also can swing the bat for us as well.
And with that, Coach, you now got 4 wins under your belt. Now you're going on to a long road trip. You have to believe you have 9 games in the next 3 weeks, all the way from the friendly confines of Ellis Burks Field. In your opinion, Coach, is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing for your team at this point?
I think it's good. We need to get on the road and find out what we can do. Next weekend, we go back to Oklahoma and play a really good friend of mine at Northern and Enid, which is a top. I think they're ranked 3rd in the JCA Division II poll, and play in a beautiful park and play Southeast Nebraska again. So it's another challenge for us with rematches and playing a top level team. So just like we've talked about, there's no difference in a lot of these teams. You can say Division 1, 2, 3, 8, whatever it is. Good baseball is good baseball. And we're going to have our hands cut out and our work cut out for us. And you're right, after that, we get New Mexico over in Abilene, which is going to be an always competitive team they bring in every time. And just a matter of us just playing well and embracing the opportunity and mostly the challenge. So we look forward to getting on the road and seeing what we can do.
Once again, I want to thank Coach Norwood for stopping by and visiting with us. We always appreciate you coming by, and we'll look forward to next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You bet, sir.
Thank you.
For their efforts in winning 4 straight to begin the season, Rangers swept the Player of the Week honors in the Northern Texas Junior College Athletic Conference. Brandon Holdren was tabbed the conference's top hitter, while Suero, or Jose Ko as we call him here on campus, won the pitching honors. We're talking about Ellis Burks Field. It's notable that the gem of the Texas Plains turns 20 years old this week. Ellis Burks Field, which is named for former Major League All-Star Ellis Burks, initially opened in 1999 when the former Ranger College outfielder generously donated funds for the construction of the new complex. Prior to moving into their new digs, Ranger had spent more than 30 years at the Corral, which is located off campus near the former Ranger JC's rodeo grounds.
It's a great place. It's got a lot of tradition, a lot of history. So that's something I always really love. I love, feeling the past and trying to bring back the past, and that's what this has all been about. But the park's great. It's a beautiful setting.
The ballpark even received a few upgrades this offseason.
A lot of the improvements, start with like a backstop netting. We have all complete new netting there. We have in front of the dugouts, we put, new dugout protection screens and stuff as well. So that enhanced our dugout, gave us a little bit more room. New warning track that's been all the way, from wall to wall. We'll finish the outfield portion of it hopefully this summer.
And speaking of the Corral, it's still being used by Ranger College today. It now serves as the home of the JV baseball program. The JV team opened its 2019 season on Wednesday with a pair of games against Southwest College Prep. And there you have it, folks. This week's edition of the Scott Norwood Show. We hope you enjoyed the show and that you'll stop back next week for another look at Ranger College baseball.